Hi, welcome to How to Repair. This is the first video in a three-part series. We are going to show you our graphing equipment which records the data in the refrigeration. The second video will show us how we can use this data to fix the problem with the appliance. And the third video will show you that the appliance is running correctly, and you will be able to compare the first graph with the second graph to actually see how we've rectified the fault with this fridge freezer. Right, here we have a Samsung RL40 PG1H fridge freezer, which we were looking at after it was not getting cold in the fridge, but the freezer was still working, although it wasn't getting the correct temperature conditions. So we'll have a look at the graph which we've had running. We've had our temperature sensor equipment monitored and the voltage monitored on the fridge freezer. And basically at roughly 12-hour intervals we can see a defrost is taking place of some sorts in the freezer, but this doesn't necessarily mean that the heater or the sensors in the freezer are working correctly, because it's actually stopping for a period of time. Let me explain the graph in detail here. This is the motor running at about 87 watts, and it goes into cycling points where the fridge freezer turns on and off the compressor as the temperature is required to be lowered. Our graphing shows us this all the way across. These occasional high spikes are the start relay on the compressor and the compressor drawing, but at the points that we can see the defrost is cutting in, we're not seeing the heater element come on, because the heater element in this Samsung fridge freezer is 250 watt. So we would expect on the graph here to see a period of time up to about 10-15 minutes where the heater comes on to defrost the heater matrix. Now at this point it was 9 o'clock in the morning, it came on. 12 hours later, roughly 10 o'clock at night, so it's a 13-hour cycle roughly. So we'd expect the next defrost to take place at about 10-11 o'clock in the, yeah, that's right, 10-11 o'clock in the morning. Yep, and there's the defrost at that point. But what we're not seeing is, as I said, we're not seeing the 250 watts. This tells me straight away that we have a problem with the either the heating element itself. We may have a problem with the printed circuit board, but I'm tending to think it's not, because we can actually see the circuit board requesting a defrost cycle to take place, but we can't actually physically see the element. So we may have a sensor which is not working correctly, or we're going to have a element which has gone open circuit. And what we need to do now is open up the fridge freezer to have a look at this in detail, and then once we've changed the heater element, I will run the fridge freezer for a 48-hour period to show you the difference on the two graphs. Now, all this sensor equipment that monitors the fridge freezer is available from us. Please send us an email if you do have any trade requirements with purpose-built units. But basically we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had about 8 defrosts going, requesting basically in this period of time, but at all of those points over the 4-day period we did not see 250 watts drawn. Now, because the fridge freezer doors were normally kept closed in the tester area, we hadn't opened and shut them, and basically after a period of time the ice is started to build up now on the matrix, and you can see the compressor run times are starting to go all over the shop, and the cycle is totally different here to where it was when we first plugged in the fridge freezer. So what we'll do is open up the fridge freezer now. We'll have a look at the matrix. I suspect that's going to be clogged full of ice, and once we've had a look at the matrix we'll then let it defrost, and do a test on the element and also a test on the sensor, and replace the parts that are needed, and then we'll come back to the graph to show you the difference after we've replaced the parts. In the next video we will show you how to strip down the Samsung fridge freezer, find the fault and rectify the problem, and in the third video we will show you the machine running perfectly and you will be able to compare this to the first graph. Thanks very much indeed for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, as that's what keeps us going and able to make these free videos for you.